Okay, we're turning off of Louisiana Highway 44, which I have already shown you. We're going on LA 3224, sorry, which has to be about one of the shortest state highways on the planet. You're going to see how short this highway is. Louisiana Highway 3224, Hemlock Street in Laplace, Louisiana. Oh, there's a Dodge Avenger. Nice color. And that's it. That's Louisiana Highway 3224. Okay, turning on to US Highway 61, which is one of the longest highways in America, stretching from New Orleans, Louisiana, up to Minnesota, and there's even an Ontario, Canada Highway 61. That's how long it is, up to Thunder Bay, Canada, where it ends ignominiously at a traffic light intersection. Just like in New Orleans, Louisiana, 61 starts at a very nondescript intersection. Nothing too notable about it. Although US 61 was started in 1926. There's my father calling me. Hello? No, I have not. Okay, I'm having trouble talking to you because I'm driving. I'm driving and I have to turn, you know. No, I haven't eaten. I ate lunch. Yeah, me too. 11:30. Okay. All right, bye. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, viewers. My father calling me wanted to know if I'd eaten lunch, and I said, no, I have not. I have not. I mean, if I ate supper. And I said, no, I ate lunch at 11:30. Popeye's Shrimp Tackle Box. Okay, this is US 61, which is a highway that was started in 1926. Stretches from New Orleans, Louisiana, up to Minnesota. Okay, anyway, that's in the end of that. We're turning on to US 51, another highway started in 1926. I say 26 because that was the year they started the United States Highway program. So they're all, you know, most of them started in 26. Here we are in 51, which stretches from Laplace, Louisiana, named after Basil Laplace, plantation owner. Laplace, Louisiana, up to the very tip top of Wisconsin, Hurley, Wisconsin, only 11 miles from Lake Superior. That's how long this highway is. Laplace, Louisiana, almost to the Gulf of Mexico, to Hurley, Wisconsin. And I have driven on almost all of it, and I intend to do a revisit of that highway, or I should say this highway. This is the new 51. I should take you on a tour of the old 51. This is the 51 that was started or opened in 1986. The old 51, which is parallel to this to the east, was open from 26, actually before 26, but it was numbered in 26 to 86 when it was decommissioned, and it's just old 51. If you look over that way, you can see some houses, and on the other side of that little neighborhood is old 51. It's a 2-lane highway, and it was a problem because it was a 2-lane highway, and it was the only road north from here literally to Chicago, Memphis, St. Louis and Chicago, not St. Louis, sorry, Memphis and Chicago. So they had to put this 4-lane in to alleviate the congestion on the little 2-lane road. But here we are on 51. It's a nice day, 69 degrees here at 5:15 Central Daylight Time. I'm gonna try to adjust this camera. Here's the speed trap. The cops like to wait so they can give out tickets, not for safety, but for revenue. You know, tickets aren't given out for safety. Now here's where the old 51 comes in. When they opened it in '86, they put this little jog on it to connect to the new 51. But if you look through there, you might see the roadbed for the old 51. You can actually walk on it. There it is right there. Some people will go out there and catch fish and crawfish and whatever, crayfish. But it's a very swampy area east of there. And that swamp, that woodland area, that's woods, very dense forest, actually stretches from here all the way to Kenner, Louisiana, about a 12 to 13 mile dense forest. And there are bald eagles that live out there, and you might even see a bald eagle in this video, but I doubt that is the case. But they do fly over here quite often. So anyway, here we are on US Highway 51 again. There's McDonald's, which was flooded by Hurricane Isaac in 2012, and they rebuilt it. Here's a truck pulling out in front of me, trying to make me wreck. Okay, here we go to US. Well, yeah, it is US, but it's Interstate Highway 10, and this was opened in 1971. This part, that part, the western edge, the western connection from Laplace to Baton Rouge actually wasn't finished until 1983. Okay, there's the connection from 10 to 55. Coming up to Interstate 55, which was opened in 1979, finally completed in 79, connecting Laplace, Louisiana to Chicago, Illinois. And I've been on that. I have been on that section. It ends in Chinatown, right next to Chinatown, Cermak Boulevard, or whatever that is, Cermak Avenue Boulevard in Chinatown, and right goes a little bit further to the lake, to US 41, Interstate 55, pretty long highway. Okay, here we are on the old 51. Like I said, this part was in place from 1926 until 85. Well, actually, this was in place from 58 to 85, because if you look over there, you can see the original 51, which was in place from 26 to 58. Really terrifying highway, people have told me. It was so narrow. You'd go down the highway and they said pretty much we're almost touching the car coming the opposite direction. I'll show you a little road here. Peine Road. Peine Road. And we're going to go off to the east for a little bit, through the dense swamp towards Lake Pontchartrain, named after the French Minister of the Navy, Comte de Pontchartrain, and his son, Comte de Maurepas. He was where the Lake Maurepas came on the east, the west side of Pontchartrain. Pontchartrain's a much bigger lake. So you can see that swamp. Full of hardwood trees, water, mosquitoes, poisonous snakes, deer, wild pigs, and other wildlife. This is Peine Road. And I don't know when this road opened. There used to be there is a little town out here, but it used to be an actual town called Frenier. but it was destroyed by a hurricane in 1915 and never really rebuilt. The post office closed in 1952. There's a few little houses out here, but it's mostly sort of derelict, but there are some seafood restaurants here at the lake, and there's a boat launch. Here we are coming up to the end of Peine Road. There must be some pea vines out here, but I've never seen any peas growing. Whoa. See some of the houses. And why are these houses so elevated? Well, because when a hurricane hits, there's some people filming. I'm filming some people filming. They got their own agenda. Well, because there's the boat launch. Because when it floods, when hurricanes come, it floods, and these houses will go underwater. But since they're off the ground, very high off the ground, they won't go underwater. And there's Frenier Landing, which is a local seafood restaurant. This is not Laplace. This is Frenier, named after a Louisiana politician. His last name is Frenier. Let's see, I'll show you the lake, and then I will cut the video off. There's some other homes out on the lake. They probably have about, 100 people that live out here, possibly. Hello. Somebody's studying something for college. Okay, anyway, any hootie. Lake Pontchartrain, founded in the beginning of the world, I don't know. It's a lake. Here's the boat launch. It's a little channel they built. That's a little eddy with concrete, surplus concrete. Like they got another camera set up there. I don't know what they're filming. They film movies around in Louisiana, you know, movies. Lots of movies. There's the lake. There is the lake shore. You can maybe see the Interstate Highway out there, and then in the very far distance, you might see the city of New Orleans. It is visible from here. I'm looking at the big buildings. I believe you can see some of the buildings. Downtown New Orleans in the distance. Thank you for watching this Louisiana presentation.